There once was a man named Gold Roger who was king of the pirates. He had fame, power, and wealth beyond your wildest dreams. Before they hung him from the gallows, these were the final words he said.
Our perspective is yours for the taking, but you'll have to join us first. We left everything we debated at the Yonkō Table.
Ever since, pirates from all over the world set sail for the Grand Line, searching for the Yonkō Table, the table that will make their dreams come true. Yo, everyone. The Yonkō Table has set sail yet again, this time into season 3 of The Boys, episode 5. And, oh man, there's a lot to talk about with episode 5. I think we have one more episode slated for the finale next week. But I feel like this penultimate episode, it hits so hard. But we have a lot to deep dive in this episode today. And I'm going to turn things over to Supernova Toasty. Toasty, how did you like this week's episode of The Boys?
Or
how did you dislike this episode? If you disliked it for whatever reason, I don't know. Oh my God.
Listen, people, I actually like some stuff. So yes, I actually did enjoy this episode. It was really good. It was definitely different from what was in the comic, but they still adapted it really, really well. So I was happy about it. So I'm excited to talk about this episode.
Okay,
let's go.
Okay.
Yeah,
let's address the elephant in the room. I'm assuming the bit that you're speaking on that was different was the fan favorite Herogasm event in the series.
Oh yeah, 100%. This is actually a portion because I didn't read the entire book for the entire comic, but the portion I did go out of my way to read that chapter because people were talking about it so much online, and I wanted to see how bad it was gonna be to prepare myself. And the comic, instead of the twins throwing a party, it's actually an event for all of the superheroes on Earth. They go to the news and they claim that there is a alien disaster or some kind of extraterrestrial disaster where they all have to fly off into space to stop it. Okay. But in reality, they all go off to a private resort, and it's practically a 5-star hotel where they get to stay for a couple of days and just go crazy.
So it's like in the comic, it's like a private Comic-Con for
to
have just basically an orgy.
Honestly, yes, it is. Like really that. Except it's only soups. From what I remember in the comic, there's no regular humans like they were at that party. Right. It's just superheroes. Obviously, there's probably some assistant to help them and clean up the mess, but that's it. It's all superheroes. You get to see a shit ton of superheroes like use their powers in weird ways. So there's a couple things that happen also in the comic that are different. Like Hughey, might as well say it. Hughey get quote unquote assaulted by Black Noir, and it's a weird scene.
By Black Noir?
Yes, this is a scene. It made me want to go back and read the entire comic to see if Black Noir ever tried to go after Hughey, because in the comic for that scene, it was weird. Hughey went down a sewer.
Wait, hold on. Let me dial you back a little bit. You're saying Black Noir assaulted Hughey in this episode?
In the comic, yes.
Oh, in the comic.
Not
the episode. So
yes, and the comic, which is different from what's going on in the episode. So it's making me wonder if Hughey is gonna get assaulted by another hero in the future, where they're just gonna throw away that plot line. Because the way it happened in the comic, Hughey jumped down a sewer, Black Noir popped out behind him, hiding in the shadows. In the next scene, you see Hughey crouching and like afraid and crying. You see Black Noir running away. And you have Butcher.
Why'd you make that
dude?
Like the way he's running away, like a cartoon Looney Tunes character.
He ran away from like that Skeletor. He practically ran away like Skeletor.
Oh my God, the Skeletor meme. Okay.
I can't you not, dude. He ran away, and Butcher, you can see him running in the back trying to find Hughey, but Hughey doesn't say anything. So I thought that was something that's going to happen this episode, because Hughey has been trying to say the last couple of weeks that he's weak, that he wants to be a man, he wants to be strong. I thought they were going to counter him being strong by him getting assaulted to take away the manhood and power he felt for the last couple of episodes. But they didn't do that.
Maybe because the showrunners maybe felt that was a little tasteless in the comic.
Yeah.
I think they did it.
To be fair,
in a more. Oh, go ahead.
In the comic, they didn't show anything. They just kind of skipped.
Right.
Yeah.
But the deed
It's
was
implied.
done.
Yeah.
But I think they did it in a more unique way in this episode, and we'll get into it once we actually, deep dive Herogasm itself. But this episode was about Herogasm, but there were some things beforehand that led into Herogasm. One of them being Homelander and essentially Vought discovering that Soldier Boy is the one committing these supervillain crimes.
Oh yeah, and they lost their shit. Oh, they lost.
It.
They're saying, how the hell is this man here? He's supposed to be dead, which is interesting because it shows that even somebody like Homelander, that is top tier, and Vought Industry did not know the clownery going on with Soldier Boy, and and Ashley, from what I remember, did not know either. So,
public knowledge is he died saving.
The team in Guatemala, or the nuclear weapon. It was a nuclear weapon or something. So nobody knows except for the black guy, the one that used to be the leader. I can't remember his name.
Black Noir?
No, the leader, the CEO of the company.
Edgar.
Except for maybe Edgar. He's the only one that might know.
Okay. No, yeah, I feel like he likely had some type of role. That guy was always conniving and scheming,
sneaky,
even in his younger years. So, but that's why we love him. He's always like 300 steps ahead of his opponent. Usually, well, not all the time. Last week, he didn't even see that thing coming with.
Or maybe he did, and that's all part of his plan. We don't know.
Like an Eisen, a Sosuke Eisen.
Yeah.
Okay.
I meant to go to prison. That way, Homelander can act like a clown. And they're forced to bring me back, and at that point, there's no.
It makes it seem like I'm more needed than I was before. Now you guys want me here. Okay, all according to plan. Let's do it. So everyone's freaking out. They don't know why Soldier Boy is alive, and they're definitely worried because again, this is like the Captain America of their universe. Both in terms of like the sheer strength that he has. He's almost on par with Homelander, and almost.
Mm-hmm.
But he is also the image of Vought before Homelander, and I like how Homelander just views that as, oh my God, if they see the old image of Vought coming out and killing people, what's that gonna do to us? He's not even thinking about like, oh my God, how could he do this to these innocent people? Like, he is a terrible person. We know.
Oh yeah, he said. Image matter because he even said they have a goddamn statue of the man outside, so people will recognize him. Exactly. Can we stop with the games and deal with him? Exactly.
So, Homelander trying to prioritize now Soldier Boy, and then we get a little interaction with Black Noir, our favorite Batman equivalent.
Okay, look, I love that scene. The man lost his shit. He didn't say a word. We couldn't see facial expression. But the way he bailed out of Vought, cut his arm open to ditch the tracker and just ran.
Well, it was hilarious. Funny even before that because, we don't really ever see Homelander confide in a lot of people. Yeah. I didn't know he confided in Black Noir. And maybe it's because Black Noir does not speak.
Yeah,
and that's just somebody what Homelander likes.
Yeah, he wants somebody to listen to him clown and yell and complain. They don't question his authority. They're just gonna stand there and take it.
And Homelander is going up to Black Noir and he's like giving him a pat on the shoulder, saying, "Hey man, you're like the only one I can trust. I really appreciate that you're here with me going through all this." And it's funny because it's like he's not like this with the Deep. He's not like this with A-Train. He's not like this with Ashley. Starlight, no one else, and this is like his last bastion of hope, Black Noir.
That's because every single one of these guys you just named are clown when they have to deal with him. They either disrespect him, they're snarky, or they're kiss-assing.
Yeah, no, they are. And he even asked him a question. I'm trying to remember what he asked. Oh, he asked him, do you have any idea, like, how, like, what happened to him, like how he came back? Black Noir doesn't say a word.
Nope.
And Homelander just says, "I love you, man." I'm like, you know what? That's survivability. Noir knows, just shut up and
Do the job.
Do the job. Just do the job. As soon as Homelander leaves his eyesight, homie is sprint walking into the elevator, digging out the tracker from his veins.
Honestly, I can't wait to see him next episode to know what the hell he's doing. Where is he?
And the thing is like, we don't know what he's doing. Like, our first reaction is obviously this guy is so afraid of Soldier Boy, of what Soldier Boy will believe that he did to him. He wants to run away. He's like, dude, I'm out. Like, I'm Homelander. Listen, I can deal with you. This guy, no, I am out of here. Which is crazy because it's like, okay, why would he be more afraid of what Soldier Boy would do to him compared to Homelander, who is there?
Even though Homelander is stronger, has more powers, more abilities,
he knows something about this guy, like the types of things that he's done. So there's a scenario that he left out of fear, and he's like, dude, I don't want you guys following me. I don't want this guy to know where I'm at. Or maybe he's going somewhere to initiate a plan that he's had in case Soldier Boy comes back alive.
That's a possibility also, just because we seen in the previous season that Black Noir is almost the spy of the group.
He's like the Batman.
He knows how to use stealth, and we saw him in the first episode. For all we know, he's tracking Soldier Boy, but he doesn't want Vought to track him, not to cause attention, or maybe he's running off to go warn the other members. Obviously, he didn't get to the twins on time, but I need to look it up like soon. I'm pretty sure there's somebody else alive apart from Black Noir, right?
That was part of Payback.
Yeah, Payback, that group. There has to be somebody else.
I think there was, because there was that bit of dialogue when they were trying to figure out who they wanted to. When Soldier Boy and Butcher were trying to figure out who they wanted to go to first. I'm sorry, no, it wasn't. Who was it? It was either Soldier Boy or Butcher, or it was Homelander. They were trying to figure out who they wanted to go to first, and they said the twins were closer because they have an address in Vermont. I don't remember which one it was. Let's go there first.
It was definitely Butcher. They decided to go to Vermont first because it was the closest. And I'm looking at the roster right now for the team. We had Soldier Boy, who's alive. We had the Crimson Countess, who's dead. She was the first one to die.
Right.
Well, not the first one. Second, Gunpowder died. That was the
first one.
Sidekick. We had Black Noir, and we had a character called Mindstorm. I think that was the guy that was using. Honestly, I'm looking at him right now. I don't recognize him, but he was there. There's another guy called Mindstorm, and we had the SWAT guy, the SWATO, the Fly. He died in Guatemala,
right?
And we had the TNT twins. So right now there are two members left. Noir.
Who are the two? Oh, Black Noir
and Mindstorm.
Okay, so there is at least one.
Other.
I'll throw Black Noir in there. There's at least two more: Black Noir and Mindstorm.
Exactly. For Mindstorm, honestly, dude, I can't tell you right now. I don't remember him from. I probably need to go back and rewatch the episode. I don't remember him using his power during the episode. Yeah, I don't remember that character. So he's most likely the next target, and that's why we're gonna see them going after the next episode, and there's gonna be a meetup with Black Noir. That's what I'm betting on.
Okay. Because Black Noir, he dipped. He's gone. He's likely not with Vought anymore. And when Homelander hears the news, he has a moment to himself, and he kind of goes up to his room in Vought, and he does that thing with the mirror. I don't know if you got the same vibes. It literally reminded me of Spider-Man 1 with Green Goblin.
Oh yeah, when the alter ego,
the alter ego's talking to him, and he's like, "Avenge me!
Do it, kill them." Clownery, dude. Utter clownery.
But no, the guy is going psycho, and his alter ego in the mirror even, has a conversation with him saying that piece of you that's human, you need to rip that out. Because that's the only piece that's holding you back. Become the true piece of marble that you are.
Exactly.
And
become a god.
I literally your background, his alter ego's telling him, dude, just become that.
There we go.
Stop always looking for mommy and daddy's approval and people loving you, because look at what's happening. You're slipping on banana peels, basically.
Exactly. At that point, I mean, we kind of glossed over it. He got his ass whooped. He almost died. That was
hold
first.
On. That's towards the end. That's towards the end.
Yeah, you're right. That's right. There were two scenes. Yeah, right. At the beginning, he did have a scene with the alter ego. Yeah.
Right. So in this part, I mean, I just liked it because it shows that his mind. We've always known that his mind is breaking, but now that he actually sees like another person in the mirror, he's getting there.
That's because he has no one to speak to. The only person he can listen to is himself, because he's the only person that he views as an equal.
Ooh.
So that's why he's having an alter ego. Yeah. There's nobody else that could speak to him that way. Because that only happens
after Noir leaves, I think.
Exactly, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So
he has no one.
Again, he has no one. Black Noir obviously listens to him, doesn't talk back, but other than that, everybody else is either out to get him or straight up doesn't like him. He made a point at the beginning. Everybody from the beginning always were afraid of me. Even in the flashback that they show when he first became a superhero, when he was trying to use his power, people always either clown on him or they used him.
Wait, what flashback did they show when he got?
Don't remember. It wasn't one of the earlier episodes this season where there was a flashback when they showed him. Yeah, this season. I'm pretty sure, unless I'm imagining things. It was when they show him as a kid first using it. He was not a kid, but he was a new rookie when he first used his power.
That was not this season. I don't even.
Then it must have been last season. Honestly, never mind. If y'all know what I'm talking about, it was a scene where it was all part of a setup where he goes off into a building to go kill people practically, but he ended up like killing everyone by. Actually, that was the end of last season. No, when he ended up using the laser to burn the entire building to the ground.
Maybe it was last season. I don't remember it entirely.
No. It was last season. It was not this season. It was last season. It was at the end of the last season.
It's not this one.
Yeah. It was at the end of the last season where they show him as a rookie. It was supposed to be his first mission where everything was scripted, but he still messed up. And you could see him slowly losing his mind because nobody was actually either following the script or like he lost control practically.
I need to see that part again.
It's kind of difficult to speak about it. It was a random scene. I'm definitely going to look because I know I'm not imagining this scene.
Right, and it's not from the animated series, right? The Boys Diabolical.
I think it was. Never mind.
Okay, I'm about to say, man, because the way you're describing, I'm like, that sounds like a very big scene. I feel like
you're right. Never mind.
It.
We never spoke about the boys. You know what? Never mind.
Okay,
I'm crazy.
Let's leave that for another topic. But now I'm actually even more interested to watch.
Okay, you know series. What? Honestly, go watch it and.
Yes.
Assuming that I like to believe that episode was canon, and once you see it, you're gonna know why I think it was canon. And the fact that I'm getting it confused with the real show shows you how well it was made.
Okay.
So never mind. Yeah.
So I mean, but still on Homelander, right? I know we like talking about parallels with like what's going on in The Boys and what's going on in the real world. That whole news segment. That was 100% a parallel to the Trump presidency and COVID epidemic. And
obviously,
it was just done so well and done in such a funny way because you have the news anchor, saying what's being done about this person, this entity, whoever it is, going around killing people, and Homelander's explaining, saying
everything's okay.
Everything's okay. Yeah. Just, it's fine. We have it under control and all that. And then the news anchor's like, okay, but 19 people are dead. So I want to turn things over to the expert who is, what's her name? Nadia?
Nadia.
Is it Nadia?
I'm pretty sure it's Nadia. You're talking about the
pop head.
The pop head. Yeah, the pop head. The one that, again, this episode we realized that she knows. Yeah, it's Nadia.
Okay. Oh, it's Nadia. Okay, Nadia.
Victoria Newman. But her birth name was Nadia.
Right. She tries to direct things over to Nadia. That pisses off Homelander, and Homelander's like, what is wrong with you? I just said things are fine. Go outside and have fun. Everything's under control. I'm like, dude, oh my God.
Trying to do damage control, saying,
This
yo,
is a parallel.
go
It's
live
crazy.
your life. Go live your life. Nobody's dying. Everything will be fine. The economy will be fine. And people will be
The
happy.
economy will be fine. It won't plummet. It'll be fine.
Oh my God.
That's funny. No, I mean, I just really enjoyed that segment. And then Homelander kind of had like a little weak moment with Starlight in that segment too. Cause like he didn't like manipulate her in any way. He actually like held her hand.
Oh yeah, he said,
like,
thank you for being here. Like I needed you or something.
Like it's out of a sign of desperation. Cause I'm pretty sure this happened after Black Noir left. So he still like, he's trying to grab onto something, and he's even willing to grab onto this fake relationship that he has with this person he treats terribly.
At that point, they were not even on camera yet. The show had not started rolling.
Not exactly.
It was him being sincere. Yeah,
exactly. And it just, I'm telling you, this guy, he's getting desperate. He is. I can't wait to see it. Oh man, it's good stuff. This is why I really like this episode. I really enjoy this episode.
What about the next scene, the one where they show all of the actors singing for the show, for the thing you made? We all in this together. It's amazing. Copying and pasting the COVID song, the COVID song that all of these degenerate did at the beginning of COVID, saying, yes, guys, we're all in. My man, come on. You had people losing their job for the first time in years, not knowing that when they could go back to work, how they would get paid. And you have multimillionaires sitting in their mansion, drinking champagne, saying, chin up, guys, we're all in this together. We're all suffering. Nah, bro, we're not suffering the same. I know for a fact, y'all did not stop having your caviar at any moment.
I just like, you know how tone deaf that was? I like how the person that introduced that was the Deep.
Exactly.
The Deep introduced that entire segment. It was hilarious. Not only that, Mila Kunis and Ashton Kutcher were in that segment, which confirmed
also not only them, also the Indian guy from Eternal, Kingo.
Yes, Kingo. The actor's name is escaping me, but he's in there portraying themselves as the actors. So I would like to think it's actually Seth Rogen from last week going, Crimson Countess.
100% it was Seth Rogen. And honestly, I hate the fact they didn't bring him up this episode while they were investigating the Countess. I would have lost it, dude. They didn't even need to show him. All they need is a scene of Homelander walking by a room where they're interrogating him, and you see him in the room losing his shit, saying, dude, I didn't do anything. I was just...
if they couldn't, like, for whatever reason, afford him to come back on, which I doubt that's an issue, but, assumption. What they could have just done in that room where they witnessed the security footage of Soldier Boy doing the deed, and Ashley and Homelander are there. Homelander could have just said, was anyone there? Was anyone a witness? And Ashley could have said, from what I hear, I think Seth Rogen was on like
she would have dropped the comment, goddamn Seth Rogen, but he won't speak to us. Simple as that.
Exactly. Literally a line. That's it. Boom.
Yeah.
That's all I wanted. I'm still okay with what we got, but that just would have made it a little bit better. Just a little bit better. So yeah, Homelander has no idea how to handle Soldier Boy. And we get some scenes with Soldier Boy kind of like in some downtime, just talking with Hughey.
Oh yeah. When Butcher went out to, I don't know what he went to do, but they were just kind of chilling and waiting.
Butcher in that scene, he went out to, that was the scene where he came back with like blood on his neck, and then Hughey said, "Oh, you're bleeding," and he's like, "Oi, it's not my blood," and he tells him, I think that's where they found out where the twins were, or Soldier. Yeah, I think that's how they got the address. I'm pretty sure. But no, it was just funny, like listening to Soldier Boy like reminisce about the past. See how times have changed. Like he sees a guy wearing like one of those I don't know what you call them, oh my god, those backpacks that you wear on your chest, but like it's for your baby, or something. he's seeing that and he's saying, what's going on in America?
Who's letting men go out and dress like this?
And Hughey's just there like, yeah, usually dads do that now. I mean,
and I'm not sure if you caught, Hughey had a radioactive timer thingy, not a timer, but I guess a calculator or measurement system.
There's a name for it, but I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, and he was controlling it the entire time because he was afraid that the men would blow up. That's why he was so like deaf tone with everything he was saying. So I thought that was really nice. The fact that Hughey was so afraid, man, this guy's gonna give me cancer if I stay here, and he started getting angry. So I need to calm him down.
Which is interesting because I mean, again, I don't know how those things are supposed to read. I know obviously the louder and the more frequent the sounds get, you're getting closer. The
more radiation there is. Yeah.
Right. So it's like the guy can just be sitting there chilling and the meter's going off a little bit. So I'm like, are you guys okay being near him? Or
no,
does there
radiation
need to be more radiation?
No, there needs to be more. A little bit of radiation is not bad. Obviously, if you stay next to small amount of radiation for years, you might be affected. But like, as long as it's not at like a deadly level, because if you work at a nuclear facility, you're gonna be exposed to a level of
radiation on a daily.
Yes, basis. On daily. There's something that's gonna slip anyway. But it's the fact that it kept going up because he kept getting angry and getting emotional, which shows you that the man has a radiation power that he cannot control. And even if they're able to kill everybody, they have to get rid of him because he's a danger.
Right. No, I mean, because like he's so tied into what he did for his country in the past, because he's even asking Hughey like, apparently we're at war, or we were at war with Afghanistan, but they were our allies.
Yes, like, he said the Mujahideen brothers, because he had that flashback when he said we support our Mujahideen brothers.
Oh, because of the was that like a commercial or
it was classic propaganda because during the Russian invaded Afghanistan in the 80s, we funded the Mujahideen with weapon, which led to the Taliban being created years later, because once the Russian got out, we tried to go in. They didn't like this, so they obviously turned against us. So it was kind of interesting to see that from his mindset, Mujahideen are our allies, they're our best friend. But now he's learning that we went to war with them and that we were killing them. He was like, they were good men. We fought together. Man, cloudery. I love it, man. Those little political comments where it's tied to real life events, those are the one I like.
It just makes it more more believable that these people could have been real.
Exactly.
I know, and I do agree. I enjoy it more because of those little quips. He even mentions Bill Cosby from his perspective of Bill. He's like,
Bill Cosby, America's dad.
He makes hella strong drinks from what I remember. Hughey's like, oh no.
My dude, oh my god. It's those little comments. Wild. It's those little comments. Honestly, for those of you who are listening who have not watched the show for whatever reason, you're still listening to us at this point, just watch the show, man. Like, just watch it. It's 100% worth it. Like, if there's anything you need to watch on Amazon, is that. But yeah, man,
no, I agree. Because I mean, you get little moments like that. We have some smaller moments with like Starlight and we get some. So we get a moment with Starlight and Newman or Nadia.
Oh, Nadia, yeah. Newman, Nadia, Victoria, whatever her name is. Let's just call her. Yeah, let's stick with Nadia because that's the easier.
If you need to.
Oh yeah, that's the easier one.
But you know, they have a moment where she literally kind of puts Moonlight in her place. Oh, Nadia puts Moonlight in her place a little bit. Starlight. Oh yeah, why'd I say Moon Knight? Starlight. Okay. Yeah. No, Nadia puts Starlight in her place, showing her like, listen, if you don't want to help, because what was it? Nadia basically proposed, hey, it wasn't even something to help her. It was just like to boost numbers, really. It wasn't like a genuine offer for help.
No, practically what happened is at the beginning, Nadia walks up to her and say, "Where's Hughey?" And Starlight covering, saying, "Oh, he's off camping or something with his dad."
Yeah, it was camping.
Nadia said, "Oh, I'm afraid he was afraid of me since he saw me kill those couple people," revealing that she knew that Hughey was around, or somehow she figured out that Hughey figured out that she has power. Which again is interesting that she didn't kill him. We showed that she still has a level of.
Well, we don't know at what point she discovered Hughey was knowledgeable about it, because she didn't say that oh, I know Hughey was present during those times that I popped those people's heads.
Yeah.
She just knows at some point, whenever that was, he figured it out, and she's like, oh yeah, I noticed he's been avoiding me.
Exactly, but the fact that she still hasn't killed him shows that she still in a way respect him, in my opinion, because she could have gone out of her way to kill the boy.
It would not have been mean, man. Like y'all like shared like lunches together and
for a year. It was for a year. They were best friends for a year. They were literally best friends for a year. So once she mentioned that, she decided to tell Starlight, hey, you have 124 million followers on Instagram. I don't have that much, but you're America's sweetheart. We need to collab. That way you can boost up my numbers so I can get my legislation passed. That's all she wanted. She didn't want to mess around with people. She didn't want to kill anybody. She just said, yo, I don't care what the issue is with you guys and Vought and whatever else. I just want to get my job done and we can move on. But Starlight, being prideful, said, no, screw you.
Good.
Jump up building. And Starlight, and she practically threatened Starlight by telling her, hey, I can kill you at any moment, because she made her nose bleed at the end.
That's insane.
Which I'm not sure if you didn't notice. I need to go watch and rewatch the episode. I didn't see her activate her power at any moments.
I didn't either, because usually we would see her eyes turn white.
Exactly. Which shows that maybe the eyes turn white only once she wants a strong burst of energy, which means that at any moment she can cause some kind of issues with you without you realizing. Because if she's able to make Starlight bleed, she might be sitting somewhere and not use her power the way at the same level that she's in Starlight, and cause the entire room to get a nosebleed or like something else, you know?
Right. Yeah. I saw it pretty much as unless her eye, like it's kind of like a buildup in like the amount of power she's putting into her ability. So her eyes didn't turn white, but she was still
able
putting
to do
something to Starlight.
hurt enough Starlight, which shows she has great, I guess, control of her power and the strength. It's not random. It's not whenever she activates, she blows up somebody. She can really activate it.
She has levels to it. She
can probably like hit you and paralyze you without really killing you, which is interesting to see how they're going to use that in future episode.
Right. And unless I missed this, the girl that's with her, that's her daughter?
Yeah, that's her daughter. We don't know who the husband is.
I thought it was like a little sister. It was always a daughter?
I'm 100% sure it was always a daughter.
Okay.
I'm not sure who the dad is. We don't know. We were not introduced yet. It's possible they're saving it for a future episode or future season. For all we know, Homelander is the dad. Or for all we know,
Nadia injected her with something this season.
She invented her with like the compound V thing.
Okay, got it. And I'm assuming that's just obviously a safety measure, because she's like, hey, if you're gonna, we never know when we're gonna get attacked by this guy, so it's better for you to have something in preparation of it. In that scene, we were to assume that the girl did not have power and that she used that to trigger her powers or abilities, because it seemed that the girl was normal before that. And when she went up to the girl, she was like, don't worry, this won't hurt. Which again, or she said it will be okay. She didn't say it wasn't going to hurt. She said it was for your best, which shows again, it was the first time she was using it on her quote unquote daughter. Okay.
But again, we don't know. We don't know how that girl was made. For all we know, she was made in a lab like Homelander using Nadia's DNA, or maybe Nadia found love at one point and she married a human, which would explain why the girl didn't have power.
Okay, right.
Or it could be like the Homelander situation. You know, Homelander kid didn't have power either until it was triggered by something.
Right, exactly. Yeah, I mean, Ryan, I don't know if we're going to get Ryan again in the next episode. He's been MIA since like episode 2, I think.
Yeah, yes. Honestly, I don't see the point of having him because he doesn't serve anything to the plot right now. His mom is dead. Homelander is still searching for him. I guess that's the plot, but he doesn't have any powers. He can't go against Homelander. This is something I can see them using 2 to 3 years down the road when he's older, but now, no.
Right. There was another side plot. Well, no. Okay, so there was that moment with Starlight and Nadia. She has a couple like moments with MM, you know, the whole point of like taking the high road and trying to stay true to yourself. And
honestly,
I feel so bad for MM, man, because he's gotten the worst of it out of most.
I do feel bad for him, but I wish his story was a little bit different, man. I didn't know it was something simple as the guy threw a car at his house and the grandpa ended up dying. I thought it was going to be something more difficult because even the soldier boy said, dude, who the hell are you? Because when I saw this scene in the car, I was like, dude, I can imagine Soldier Boy giving the Thanos scene where he says, you killed my family. And Soldier Boy looks at him, I don't even know who the hell you are. And he did. He said, which family, bro? Like, okay.
He threw it at him. I mean, I guess the conversation with Starlight and MM, I just liked it because you always see MM as like the person with the moral high ground out of everyone there.
Yeah, he's the top guy.
Butcher's willing to do anything. Hughey is willing to do what he can with what he's limited to until he got powers. But MM is just like that special person. And Butcher even said it in this season. You know, he was saying like, listen, I bring you on because you're the glue that holds us all together. And I just like the conversation that they had. MM's tired. Like he's like, dude, he's telling Butcher, you want to kill Homelander and you're willing to do anything to get at him, but you won't let me have this. You won't let me have this guy, Soldier Boy.
Honestly, it blows my mind as to why they actually need Soldier Boy. Like it seems that Butcher and Hughey did a pretty good job attacking like
we'll get to that
Homelander,
at the end. I think they needed Soldier Boy for that, but there's a reason for that.
Okay.
But aside from that, we also have I'm actually okay with this side story. It's just not the most interesting to me. Kimiko and Frenchie side story, they're really getting like pulled out of the plot and having their own. Like I get it.
They have their own subplot, yeah.
They have their own subplot, and I do get it. You know, the whole point of Kimiko losing her powers and her discovering, you know, did the powers make me a monster or am I just the monster? Because they have that whole scene where, what's that girl's name? Is her name also Nina? You know her name.
Yeah, Nina, right? The Russian girl, Nina or something. Yeah.
I'm guessing they did all that to Frenchie and the two the Kimiko and the other girl. I forgot the other girl's name. But Frenchie's past love interest.
Yeah, the Russian girl that he used to hook up with.
I'm guessing Nina did that to them because Frenchie didn't go out and do the contract that she told him
Frenchie messed up on his job and she had to make him pay to save face, and she told him, okay, you disrespected me, so now you have a choice to make. Since you didn't want to make a choice at my job, you either kill your new girlfriend Kimiko or you kill the old one that you still care about, whatever her name was. I literally stopped it in the middle. I literally stopped it in the middle of the episode because Amazon Prime tells you who's on the scene, and I still can't remember. I know it started with an N. That's all I can tell you.
Okay.
I want to say it was Nina, but I could be wrong.
I thought we're saying Nina is the Russian lady. Is it Nina the Russian lady?
There's two Russian lady. There's the Russian lady that's the Russian boss.
The one that captured them. Isn't she Nina?
I think she is. Honestly, no idea. Well, just call it his ex-girlfriend. Make it easy on herself.
XGF.
Yeah.
So Kimiko still holds her own without powers. She wrecked them. Which is pretty impressive. But like how do you feel? Like, do you want to see more of this next week? Like I'm okay with it. I understand the subplot of like Kimiko just wanting to be a normal person, and it was nice to see her, you know, go to Vought Land and do that, see that all, like, see how she traumatized those two kids when they fought Crimson Countess. I just feel like it's so detached from what's going on in the main plot, which is like, Soldier Boy, Homelander, all that stuff. Their story is kind of like the side quest, if that makes sense.
Okay, I'm done
I don't know
right
how
now.
you feel about it.
It is a side quest. I don't care for it. Honestly, every time they show them, I feel like it was pulled away from the main story I want to see. I understand what's going on, but they need to go back to the team, or they just need to be removed from the team, because we have a limited amount of time. We have one episode left.
One more episode.
I don't want the last episode to have 15 minutes dedicated to Frenchie and Kimiko deciding what to do. Like, stop making it difficult, y'all. Like, I'd rather just them leave a note saying we're gone.
I thought she was gonna get her powers this episode.
Oh, same.
Like they were gonna wake back up or something.
Oh, same. And I'm sure they're gonna wake back up later on, because I doubt they want to get rid of those two characters, because that would take out like half the team already.
Right.
So they will be back for future episode, but I don't care for it, man. Like, when it happened, I wanted to go back to Homelander. I was wondering, dude, what is Soldier Boy doing? What is Homelander gonna do? Like, how are they gonna mess it up? Because everybody was going to Herogasm in Vermont. Everybody was heading over.
Let's get into it. Herogasm.
That was the central point where everybody was heading. So we got distracted by Kimiko and Frenchie, and I'm like, dude, okay, I get it. Like, they want to move on, and I mean, the Russian lady didn't even run away, so we know she's gonna be back, causing more trouble for them.
She ran away.
No, that's what I'm saying. She ran. Oh my bad. She ran away, which means she's gonna be back for more trouble.
Yeah, you're gonna see this BS come up again in the finale.
Exactly. Which I like to believe Kimiko is gonna get her power, because this episode, we didn't mention it, she finally accepted that the power didn't make me evil. That, I'm just like this.
I'm just a monster, which we all know Mon Coeur is not.
Oh my god.
But hey, here we are. Herogasm, the event for C-list superheroes. Which I like that they threw that in there. Because you're not gonna get people like Homelander or Queen Maeve, people that are the face of like the Justice League, the Seven, showing up at the at like these orgies.
Yeah, I mean, not this one specifically.
Not this version, right?
Yeah, because that one was in a backwater place. Like, it's a small house.
Right. Well, it wasn't a small house, but I did so their social media was really hyping up Herogasm up until the episode aired. And from what I heard about Herogasm, which is what we described earlier, it sounded a lot like a Comic-Con type of event, like a big event. So when they minimize that to just like a little bit of a, basically like a house party in a house, I was like, oh wow, so they're really toning it down a little bit. It's still there, it's still all in all its glory, it's still there, but it's not like the Comic-Con extravaganza that
the Comic-Con big one that it's staying in 1,000 bedroom or 1,000 room hotel. It's every superhero on the planet that they can think of is there. So that one just seemed like your local small town party, if anything.
Right.
So it's
at least we know it's organized though. Like, it's not like it's I think it was like the 70th annual
yeah, because Soldier Boy created it in the deep
in the 50s.
Yeah, 52 and 52. Crazy. The Deep didn't know about it for whatever reason. I'm guessing that it's just
with Lady Liberty.
Lady Liberty.
I gotta know who she is now. I gotta see her.
Clownery, and I mean, it was still fun though. It was still an interesting scene to see, like all those C-list heroes messing around. I kind of wish.
Did we see that hero before? The one with the giant. His name was Sausage something.
Love Sausage.
Love Sausage. I could have sworn we've seen him before. Did we not see him before?
He looks like the character from Black Widow, the red soldier, red Russian, the Russian one, her adoptive dad.
David Harbour? No,
for me, he looked like him. He was in the comic. I know he's in the comic. I don't remember much of him from the comic, but I don't think we've seen him before. If we did see him before, I don't remember.
I want to say we did, because I remember something like a gag with that, like in the show where Love Sausage just has his love sausage. It's freaking disgustingly huge, basically like a tail.
I mean, it's possible that according to this, really quickly, the first time we saw him was in season 2, episode 6.
Yes. Okay. So I remembered it, because I remember there was, I think, I don't remember the context, but I think he like launched his sausage around like MM's neck and was like strangling him.
Yes, it is. Is
that it? Okay.
Yes. For whatever reason, honestly, I don't remember the context. I think that's when they were in the prison. It's when they were in that prison in season 2. Remember they went to like a compound where they were in a prison.
Oh yes.
Like
no.
I don't know what else to say.
You're right. No, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, he got strangled. I remember.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've seen him before, and we see other superheroes in there. We see people using their powers or like on each other, putting it in each other, and there was like a Sub-Zero guy that like did something with ice
dildo practically, and we had a guy who shrank like the guy from last week, so it shows that there are some powers.
That was him. That was Termite.
Oh, that was him.
Yes.
I assume it was another person.
No, because remember, all he got was like a slap on the wrist for what happened, because they wanted to put him away, but it wasn't enough. So here he is, just attending Herogasm, not learning a damn thing from what he did.
C-list hero. Oh my god.
C-list heroes. I mean, there's just so much chaos in this house, and it's hosted by the TNT twins.
Yes.
From Payback, and it just looks like their whole gimmick is like the Wonder Twins power.
Yeah.
Like they have to hold hands, and then they shoot
lightning
out
bolt.
A beam, a lightning bolt, something.
Yeah.
With their hands.
Yeah, it's something like that, because they show like during the Russian thing, like the propaganda movie with Soldier Boy and the Mujahideen, they had a scene together, and he made a joke saying, these idiots are always missing their shots, which shows that even back then they didn't have proper control of their power.
Right. Because I think they hit the soldier in that propaganda thing.
Russian.
I thought they probably killed him, like actually killed the actor.
I will not be surprised.
That would be hilarious, because these guys are all clowns. So you have a bunch of heroes just doing silly things, but all the characters basically converge here, right? You have MM and Starlight going there to try and stop Soldier Boy from doing what he has to do. MM gets hosed down.
Oh my god, dude.
Eat up a brown Papa Bear.
Honestly, dude, low-key, I wanted to see what the hell created that. Like,
I wanted to. Wait, you wanted to see what?
Dude, created? No, like what hero, dude? Because there was one scene that you probably didn't notice because you did not read the comic. But when they were walking to the house, somebody said, "Oh yeah, use my hump" or something along those lines.
Okay, no, I heard that line. Yeah,
that's a line from the comic where there was a hero with a hump, and she liked people using her hump as a sexual mean to let go.
Right.
It's one of those cameos that people read the comic. Like they threw little things in there for the people that read the comic, which was really cool for them to do. They didn't have to do that.
Right. No, I mean that's still pretty funny. There were a lot of lines because like I tried like paying it because there was just so many people on the screen at once. I wanted to see what each person, like what crazy thing they were doing,
or if we had seen them before.
Event. Exactly. Right. Because there's familiar faces that were there too. You have someone like Blue Hawk. Blue Hawk is there.
Poor Blue Hawk.
Poor Blue Hawk. We'll get to him. But Blue Hawk is there. Termite is there. It's familiar and new faces all attending this event. So you have Starlight, Hughey, you have Soldier Boy and Butcher showing up. And was there anyone else that converged at this location?
No, I think that was it. That was the main scene.
I think that was it too. And well, no, and A Train also showed up, and
right.
the Deep also showed up as well. And the Deep had a moment. This is your favorite character, Toasty. So I hope you come to his defense for this. Do you want to lead us into what Starlight caught him doing at this event?
The Deep found a new toy or a new partner.
Was it a toy?
A new partner. I don't know, man. I don't know how to explain this.
Sure, a partner. Yeah.
The man assaulted an octopus, or the octopus assaulted him. Whatever else you want to like. I don't understand what is up with this man and the octopus, dude. Like, it's every episode.
Octopus, fishes.
Like, honestly,
they're really running the gag of the whole Aquaman meme stuff, where people would say, "Oh, what does Aquaman do with the fishes? Does he just, sleep with
he screwed up." No, literally, I'm waiting for it to be leaked because Starlight took a picture.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, she's gonna leak that picture to the news, and I want to know what the wife is gonna react to, because so far his wife seems to be in control of him. Yet, I doubt. She doesn't know about the octopus either.
She does not, because there was a scene earlier in the season where he was sleeping with the wife, and he was staring at a Timmy. I think it was Timothy.
Yeah, the octopus. Yeah, the octopus that ended up eating anyway. Yeah.
Right. That's just hilarious.
He's a clown. He's a clown. That's all it is.
This dude's nasty. But we have him. We have A Train, and I love this moment. This goes back into what you were saying earlier, why they didn't keep the Black Noir scene with Hughey and the whole sense of powerlessness. I think they did it in a unique way here, because you have a scene where Hughey bumps into A Train and he's like, "Oh man, you're here?" And A Train's like, "Whatever, man. I don't have time for you." Hughey in this moment realizes, "Oh, wait a minute. I have powers right now. This man better apologize. He better apologize."
Exactly.
Goes up to him, tells him, "Dude, you never apologized to me." And it harkens back to season 1.
Season 1, episode 1.
Season 1, episode 1. Did he ask Soldier Boy to apologize to him in episode 1 too, or was that later? A little bit later.
Soldier Boy. Why?
I'm sorry. Did Hughey ask A Train to apologize to him in episode 1 also, or was that like a little bit later when he?
No, it was really in the first episode, because it was after the girlfriend had died, before he met Butcher. He went to a meeting they had with A Train, where A Train walked into the room saying, "Hey man, sorry for killing your girl. Bye." Like, he took it as a joke, or A Train took it as a joke, and Hughey told him, "No, dude, you need to apologize." And A Train tried to give him a gift. I think it was money, but he left it behind. So it was really the first episode of the show. Like, right after the death, it was right after the funeral of his girlfriend, practically.
Okay. Yeah, no, it was really, I just like callbacks like that. He's going back, he's saying, apologize. A Train is saying, "Dude, you want to do this now? Do you really want to do this now?"
Again, which shows that A Train doesn't care. He was just moving on with his day, doing other businesses. He doesn't stop to think that how much he affected other people, which at that point, Ashley even called him out on it the previous episode, I believe, when she told him, "Dude,
I'm glad she did.
You don't give a shit about anybody else but yourself. The only reason you care now about Blue Hawk is because it affects you. Yet you went around killing everyone and causing trouble for everyone. We had to clean it up.
You killed Popclaw. You killed that girl, Robin, basically, and other people as well, like, by accident." And she called him out. Ashley stood up to him. I usually have problems with Ashley. I'm like, "Oh my God, this girl really needs to switch sides already." But she called him out. She straight up told A Train to his face, and I'm glad she did. A Train needed to hear that. Then you fast forward to, Herogasm, and, Hughey tells him to apologize, and he actually does. It in a way.
I still don't accept it, dude. Like, no. Like, he only apologized because, again, he's feeling bad about the shit happening to him.
But I feel like that's the thing where I think he meant they don't have to forgive him. If I was Hughey, I likely wouldn't either. But I still feel that A Train's apology was genuine because he had nothing to prove in that scene. He wasn't in front of cameras. He wasn't in front of other people. He heard Hughey wanting him to apologize, and he remembered what Ashley told him earlier about you only care that this is happening to you. And that's why you have this issue with Blue Hawk and everything. So he even said, like, I'm sorry. And then he added something else at the end of his apology where it was just something extra where I'm like, okay, I still want you to get your comeuppance, but I feel like you're being genuine right now.
Okay, yeah, that's fair.
But Hughey didn't accept it. He still punched him. Good.
He let his anger out.
He let his anger out. A-Train's like, dude, how did you do that? How did you just do that?
Yep.
Starlight breaks up the fight and everything.
Yeah, she pulls him away before anything happened, which is hilarious.
And then this is around the part where Soldier Boy enters the scene. Soldier Boy comes in. I think he encounters MM first. And that's the conversation you mentioned earlier.
Yeah, MM walked to him and said, you killed my family. And he's like, okay, which one, bro? Let's move on. He throws like some kind of drug at him, but the guy smokes it like it was a cigar. And say, man, like, what is that weak shit? Like, let's stop. Honestly, I don't know what MM plan was. I don't know if he was planning on going with a 9mm pistol and kill him, but
I don't like. I understand, you know, he's angry.
He's the muscle. He's not the brain of the group. There we go.
It was just so weird because I expected him to come into this with the mentality that, hey, I want to kill Soldier Boy, but I thought he maybe concocted like some type of like Batman plan in a way. Like I thought rolling that drug, you know, from that canister, I thought it was gonna be something where the guy like snipped and he's like, huh, you think this will stop me? And then MM starts monologuing saying, it's actually this, and you just inhaled it. Good luck. And I don't know, just something silly like that. But no, it didn't do anything to him. Yeah, it didn't do anything to him. And then he just was ready. He was putting up his fist like he was ready to box. And I'm like, dude, did you hop yourself up on some V? Like, what's this all about? Homie's gonna one-shot you. Like,
he had no game plan. Like, that was, for me, that was the weakest part of the episode, apart from the Frenchie. He's entire, like, I expected him to go all in. You know, he's been hyping himself up. I thought he was going to Batman this thing. I thought he was going to just work around. He knows he cannot beat Soldier Boy physically in a fight, so he works around that, whether it's gadgets, a setup, and obviously he's attending an event, so he can't just, like, you know, put booby traps everywhere and all that, you know, prep time. He doesn't have prep time, but I figured he would arrive there with gadgets, something to defeat Soldier Boy. I don't know. It's the guy that ruins your life. I would think you would go in with a better plan than put up your dukes. Yeah, he literally had a gas canister and his 1mm pistol. That's it. And his hands. Like, that's not a plan.
It's not. Like, and thankfully Butcher was there to stop him. He's like, dude,
you need to go home. You need to go home. You're embarrassing yourself. And good thing he did, because Soldier Boy would have had a field day with him. Oh, God forbid Soldier Boy grabbed this man and dragged him to a room. He would have been gone.
Easily, 100%. And Soldier Boy's off to do bigger and better things. He's going around. He finds the twins. And they say some interesting things. And it depends how you interpret what they say as, you know, what does it all mean? So he tells Soldier Boy asks them, who's the one that sold me to the Russians? And they automatically say, oh, Black Noir.
Yeah, dude, that was too quick. It was too quick, but I don't know if I believe it. But then again, in the flashback, Black Noir wanted to have a bigger role. One way to have a bigger role is to get the clown that was ahead of you out of the way.
Exactly. So it could just be something where they're just throwing the first name that comes to mind under the bus. Or maybe they actually meant like, oh, dude, you want to get the person that was in charge of this? Black Noir, man. Like, we're just here having an orgy with like these other superheroes, man.
And actually, remember, Black Noir had a conversation with Edgar in Guatemala. We didn't know what they were talking about that time because it was the CIA lady eavesdropping on them right before the attack. But it was really about Black Noir saying that he wants to come out and say, hey, look at me. I want to take out the mask. I want to become the new face of Vought. So maybe his goal was to, again, get rid of Soldier Boy that way.
It could have been.
Again, my issue is, if he did that, how did he do it without Vought permission? And why did Eggert allow the Russian to keep Soldier Boy for 40 plus years?
There's a lot of questions. I feel like we're going to get that in the finale.
Yeah.
Hopefully. So, you know, one thing I didn't like was how convenient sometimes this Russian music comes on and triggers his PTSD in the Russian base. I'm like, I don't know about you, like when I play shuffle on Spotify, it doesn't usually go to like random Russian.
Lost Sausage was there. Lost Sausage is Russian, so.
Oh, okay. It could have been his playlist. It could have been his playlist.
There we go. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So that triggers his anger again, blows up literally everyone or almost everyone in the room.
19 people. Was it 19 people again?
19 people were the people that he killed when he was wandering the city.
Then he killed about 18 people because I know the number were close. It was the same amount of people that died.
Okay.
I'm 99% sure. Yeah.
There's more people died at this because of Soldier Boy losing his marbles. But none of the important characters died. That's good. And then we get a fight scene. I did not think we were getting this fight scene in this episode. I thought it was going to be the finale, which means maybe we'll get an even bigger fight scene in the finale.
Oh yeah, dude, that was just the foreplay. That was just the foreplay.
Foreplay.
They're gonna go way deeper in the next episode.
I enjoyed this fight scene. It had everything. It had, Homelander coming in cocky and thinking that he's like, I looked up to you, man. I watched all your movies and everything. And Soldier Boy still thinking he's top dog, saying, dude, what is that? A cape?
You're a cheap imitation. He's like, no, man, I'm the better version of you.
I'm the upgrade. Oh man, the dialogue.
And the fact that he took out Butcher at the beginning using the laser, thinking he killed him, saying, okay, let me take care of the trash first. Hilarious.
It was. I just like the dynamic between Soldier Boy and Homelander, because in a way they're both the Star-Spangled Banner representations of the biggest comic book mediums in the world, which is Marvel and DC.
Captain America and Superman.
Homelander is Superman. They're the Star-Spangled Banner. They're the poster boys, the moral compass usually of Marvel and DC. So I just like that you have these two of the most corrupted people in their universe saying, dude, that's it, put them up, let's fight. And they had a pretty satisfying fight. There was like it
was everything.
It was everything. It was you had I kind of wish he used his shield a little bit more. Like I wasn't expecting, the whole the Captain America throw shield, boom, 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 and then it, boomerangs back. But I kind of want him to do a little bit more with the shield. At some point, he like kind of loses it, and that shield's really heavy too, because Hughey tried lifting it up. At one point. He's like,
it did not work.
What is this? So yeah, Butcher is. I'm sorry. It's cool because Homelander thinks Butcher is dead. He thinks it's a 1v1 against.
And Butcher gets up saying, "Hey, what's going on, buddy? You thought he'd kill me?"
And I just love his entrance. Homelander is so lost at what is going on, because now it's a 2v1. It's a 2v1. And I'm like, okay, all right. He's at least struggling a little bit. He's struggling a little bit. Trading some more blows. You have that exchange of the laser beams between Butcher and Homelander.
That was kind of cool.
That was really cool. And then eventually our boy Hughey
teleports come in and give him a couple punch, dude. I lost it.
This was so amazing because they were all like interchanging like blows, and they were beating up Homelander. They were beating his ass. And when they pinned him to the ground and they told Soldier Boy to start charging up, finish him off, this seemed like basically a kamikaze attack, you know? Because he was telling Hughey to like, dude, run, because this is gonna kill us. And I'm like, wow, they were that close. They were that close to finishing off Homelander.
Homelander was shitting his pants the entire time. The man knew, he realized, yo, these guys are holding me down. Yes, it took 3 of them to hold me down, but still, they were still holding me down.
That's probably the most vulnerable. Again, I haven't seen the cartoon, but that's probably the most vulnerable he's ever been in his life. Like, he was about to be killed. And homie's like, dude, I'm out. Boom. Runs away. Flies
that's
away.
Gonna be that's his breaking point right there. He realized now he's no longer a god. He's mortal. He can be killed if they group up on him. This man is gonna retaliate next episode.
This is the downfall. This is the downfall. And you know, when he goes back and gets that scene where he's staring into the mirror again, and you see the bruising on his face. I'm like, dude, oh man, that was so satisfying to see. The marble has been chipped.
And you see, I know the mirror version of himself, since he was most likely gonna talk to himself, probably called him out, say, yo, you got bitched out, my man. You need to do something. You need to do something. But if that didn't knock him over the edge, the next scene will. The next scene was Starlight going on Instagram Live and telling everyone the truth, saying, hey, Vought is corrupted. Your heroes are corrupted. Screw all of them. I am done playing games. I am quitting this team. And the Deep better watch out. That octopus picture is going to be the first one out.
Literally, the fact that Starlight did that, 100% next week we're getting the release of the Deep's video.
That's how the episode. That's how it's gonna start. The episode's gonna start with them watching the news, and they're gonna show the Deep, and his wife is gonna lose her shit.
They're gonna do that for comedic relief, and then they're gonna follow it up with the airplane with Queen Maeve. Because at this point, it's like Starlight's out as America's sweetheart to really show them these people are corrupted. Look at what they're doing. And that's honestly, that's the next best thing. Show them the Deep throating an octopus, and show Homelander and Queen Maeve. I feel bad for Queen Maeve, but show Homelander doing that stuff in the airplane with the people wanting to be saved. To me, that will be the final icing on the cake of Starlight's whistleblowing.
But that's the thing I'm afraid of. If they do this, that's the end of the show. How are you gonna have a couple more seasons?
Well, we know we're getting a season 4, and I kind of wish they didn't tell us that, because part of me thinks if we didn't know we were getting a season 4 and Starlight whistleblower, I would think, wow, so everything might end next week, because this guy's gonna go like bananas on everyone.
And they're gonna have to kill him.
Right. So, but we know we're getting a season 4, so that kind of tempers my expectations on, well, what can they do if we're getting a season 4? Obviously, something crazy is still gonna happen, but I just don't see Homelander dying.
No,
because
he can't. He's the face of the show.
He's the
face.
If
he dies, who are they gonna go after? The Deep? For God's sake.
Black Noir. Soldier Boy replaces him as the new corrupt superhero. I think Anthony. Well, okay. Let's talk on A-Train. We kind of skimmed over him a little bit. Hughey. When you mentioned the powerless thing earlier, I still think Hughey felt powerless in this scene because he has the power, and he's expecting A-Train to not apologize to him because he's ready to just beat the crap out of him right then and there. A-Train apologizes, and Hughey in that instant feels so frustrated because he's like, even when I have powers and I have the chance to just rock your shit,
I still can't beat you.
I still can't. You're still taking that pleasure away from me to beat you up. because you're apologizing. You're actually genuinely apologizing right here. Frustrating. Boom, he punches him just once. That's it. He needed to get it in there. So I think that worked a little bit better than Black Noir just doing Black Noir stuff. But so after the whole explosion at the house, A-Train finds Blue Hawk
running away and say, man, let me go. We have to go. Did you not see 18 people died?
It's like, dude, can we do this some other time, please?
Oh my God.
And funny parallel because that's what A-Train did to Hughey literally minutes ago. He's like, dude, I have my priorities somewhere else. And Hughey's like, dude, no, you affected me. And you never atoned for those sins that you committed. And A-Train realized that, and I just like that because now the shoe's on the other foot. He's Hughey in this scene, and Blue Hawk is like, I guess basically him, A-Train, saying, dude, there's bigger things right now. There's more important things going on. A-Train's not having it, baby. He's like, he performs a Mortal Kombat 11 fatality on this dude, drags him by his feet, breakneck speed. I love this. This.
Dragged him against the pavement.
We were literally saying this since episode 1 of this season. We're like, dude, whenever the Deep is gonna, because the Deep is gonna run again. I'm sorry, A-Train. Whenever A-Train is going to run again, because he is gonna run again, it's gonna be his final run, and it's gonna be in service of something, whether it's revenge or in service of someone else, because you can assume he's likely never served anyone.
Oh no, please.
So for him to finally get that moment of just obliterating Blue Hawk, but then of course you hear the heart beating and it just kind of just stops and you see him laying there. I know some people are divided on whether or not he's alive or not. I'm on the train that
oh my God,
that he's dead. I think he's dead. I feel like they heavily implied enough in that scene where it, like, he did something for himself. I'm sorry, not for himself. He did something for someone else other than himself in that scene. And I mean, just the whole thing with the heart beating and the heart stopping and him just stopped, like he even stopped moving and his eyes just stayed open as he stared into the sky. I feel like he's dead. If he's alive, I don't know. I'm not gonna like that.
No, I feel like he's alive. There's no way he's dead. I don't think they're gonna kill him off. If he dies, oh well. I'm ready for the next hero. I do like his powers though, so I hope they bring somebody with his type of power back. But honestly, I think he's dead. He killed the guy. He killed Blue Hawk by dragging him against the ground. The minute
Wait, you think he's dead or you think he's alive?
Oh no, I think he's dead.
Okay.
I think he's. I like to think that they're gonna keep him alive, but you're right. He's most likely dead.
Okay.
Because he did turn Blue Hawk into a meat crayon against the pavement at this point.
He did.
So I mean, if he is dead and they don't keep him alive, I hope they bring somebody with his type of power because I like the speed power in this show.
Yeah,
it's not shown a lot, but it's a cool default power, and it was nice to see. So. Yeah, or maybe he's going to be normal and he's going to be forced to go back to civilian life. And what is a better punishment for A-Train, the guy that wants to be the Michael Jordan of the superheroes, forced to work a 9 to 5 at Walmart because he lost his power?
Oh, wait, you think if he's alive, he's going to have lost his powers?
Oh, yeah, if he's alive, he can't use his power anymore. It's going to be one of those things where, literally, I think any type of large movement is going to kill his heart. So he's going to be forced to go back.
Oh, man. I mean, I don't know. Just the more I think about him being alive, the more I feel like it's going to rob this scene of what he did in this episode. He could be alive, but I'm going to be disappointed if he is. I think him dying in this is like kind of poetic in a way, like how he went out. But I don't know. We'll see. Because I mean, heroes are dying left and right right now.
But they can't kill everybody off, man. Like, they needs to have a team.
I mean, A-Train's not everyone though. It's just him. everyone else would still be alive. Queen Maeve, is likely being tortured, but she's still alive. Black Noir is MIA. Starlight alive.
I mean, the only members of the Sevens left are Homelander and the Deep. Everybody else is gone. Because the one that was there to replace Supersonic is dead. Starlight left. A-Train potentially dead.
But you know what? This is why I think it makes even more sense if A-Train is dead, because Homelander hates the Deep. He hates him the most out of everyone. Think of the poetic comedy in that. Literally everyone else on the team, because of Homelander's clownery, is either dead, MIA, or just outright quit. And you're now only left with the Deep. He's gonna
the Deep is the new leader. The Deep is gonna be the new leader at the end of the show. Oh, you know what? Yeah, never mind.
Homelander is gonna be sitting at the 7 table next episode, and he's gonna call the meeting, and only the Deep is gonna be there, and he's gonna be like,
"No, man, I'm gonna lose. Where is
everyone?
You're right.
Where is everyone?" Right. And then Deep's gonna be like, A-Train, died. Starlight, whistleblower.
Wait. Maeve, MIA, Maeve, Resort.
Maeve being tortured, Noir, MIA. Just me and you, buddy. He's gonna. I'm telling you, it writes itself, dude. A-Train is dead. The Deep is the only one left with Homelander and them. Oh man, this is gonna be exciting. I think that's about it in the episode. I don't know if I'm missing anything.
No, that's it. That was the major.
Yeah. I mean,
that was the major thing that happened.
Yeah. I mean, the episode was just fantastic. Next week is the last episode, and I just want to confirm that.
No, it is.
It is? It is?
Yeah,
okay.
I'm pretty sure. I can double check also. Let me double check.
Ooh, this one's saying 8 episodes? I don't know if this is true or not. How many boys? Oh no, there's 8 episodes.
Yeah, you're right. There's 2 more episodes. Never mind. We have time.
Wow.
So next episode they go.
Wow, we've been thinking that this is like the penultimate season finale.
Actually, no, that makes sense because next episode they're gonna go after the last member of the group. And the final episode is most likely gonna be the confrontation, because next episode they have to deal with the mess that Starlight created and Kimiko and all of the side story. And the final episode is them confronting Homelander.
Exactly.
Yeah, there we go.
So 2 more episodes. Misspoke earlier. This is not the penultimate. Next week's the penultimate. But you know what? I would be satisfied if this was the penultimate. This episode just had everything.
Yeah.
It had everything. It had the comedy. It had the action. I don't know what they're going to do next week.
It was one of their best episodes. And next week, I'm afraid is going to be one of the low episodes because it's going to be the cool down
before
after the storm
finale.
Yeah, like you have like the eye of the storm is passing now, and okay, it's calm, and then the final episode, complete shitstorm.
Okay, yeah, I think that's where we're gonna be next week. This episode was really explosive. I don't know, maybe they can top themselves off next week. Now knowing there's 2 episodes left, I still think A-Train's dead, but it kind of
might be alive.
He might be alive because it's one of those things where it's like I would have saved his death for the penultimate episode, and then you have the finale that just focuses on the main fight. But
that's a good point. Yeah, you're right.
Maybe I'm still on the train that A-Train is dead, but him being alive has a little bit more weight now that we know there's 2 more episodes left. But anything you're looking forward to at least for the penultimate next week episode?
I'm waiting for 7? Starlight to leak everything. I want her
videos, pics,
give everything, and I'm ready for the Deep to lose his shit because now he's the head of security and I guess customer relation because he had to make the video, so he's gonna be freaking out about his job.
He is. Yes.
Homelander is gonna be crying in a corner. Mother's Milk or MM is gonna be crying somewhere also. Like I'm ready, dude. I'm ready.
Everyone's gonna be crying. Yeah, no, same. I don't know what they could do left aside from, they're gonna hunt down the remaining payback member.
Maybe Homelander will kill Starlight.
Maybe Homelander will. Oh man, I could see Starlight maybe potentially dying in this season, just because of what she just did.
Oh yeah, 100%.
But I don't know. It can go either way. That's what I love about the unpredictability of the boys. No one is safe, and you never know when someone's about to bite the big one. That's just the name of the game. I like it. And now Homelander is on guard duty now because he knows there are people out there that could mess him up.
Oh yeah, and the man is gonna be hiding in his tower 100%.
Easily. And he's gonna be scheming something, and he's gonna be hell, we might even see Queen Maeve next week, because now that he realizes Butcher is souped up, he's gonna put 2 and 2 together and be like, wait, you were meeting up with Butcher before.
Yeah.
What did you give him? And I'm telling you, we are gonna see Queen Maeve next week. We're gonna see if she's being tortured, held in captivity, or maybe she actually is at a resort somewhere, like Ashley said.
She's not at a resort. Let's stop. She's not. She's getting tortured. She's probably underneath the vault tower in a prison somewhere.
Oh my god. Yeah, probably. They probably have some type of dungeon somewhere in that tower. But we'll wait and see. Episode 7 of The Boys next week, an explosive episode 6. And overall great episode. Let us know what you all think in the comments below, wherever you're listening to us on, whether it's Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, at the Yonkō Table. And if you want to check out the YouTube channel, at DrJaceAttorney, for the actual visual feed of the episodes. But let us know what you think. What do you think of this episode? Where is Soldier Boy going to go next? Are they just going to go straight for Homelander, or are they going to go for the last remaining member of Payback? How is the whistleblowing for Starlight going to end up? Is she going to die? There's a lot of things that can go down in this season, and we still have 2 more episodes left. That's what blows my mind. This really felt like the semi, finale, right? The semi-finale before the grand finale.
100%. Like, it was a big episode.
It was huge.
It could have been the final episode in a way, in my opinion. That could have been the way the season ended, right there. Homelander staring at the screen, cuts black.
That's a big cliffhanger.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Starlight whistleblowers. Homelander, you have no idea what's going through his mind after being made vulnerable for probably the first time in his life. So a lot of emotions. I don't know how they're gonna top themselves in next week's episode. I imagine the finale is gonna have a lot going on, but next week, I don't know. We'll see. But that's all we have at the Yonkō Table, folks. The conversation continues on our Discord, so check out our Patreon for more information on how to join the Discord and just geek out with the rest of us on anything involving the boys, Star Wars, Marvel, you name it, we got it. But with that, everyone, I'm your Yonkō host, DrJaceAttorney, and fellow Supernova Toasty, signing off, guys, and take care.